Hey, it's Jay. I'm making this video because I asked on my Tumblr what you guys wanted to see, and you said coming out video. So my first YouTube video happens to be my coming out video. The Q&A will have to be held off for a little while. Coming out story. That's right. Here it is. I don't know where to begin, and I don't know, when I'm rambling, so I might have a bunch of cuts between this because I could be rambling. And the name of the girl who I first kissed is gonna be, I'm gonna censor her name, so I'm either gonna I'll probably change it to something else along the way. Let's do it now so I'm not struggling upon it later. Her name's gonna be, see, this is, call her Molly. Yeah, that's a good one. I can't even say it hit me that I was gay or remotely not straight when I was a sophomore in high school. Growing up as a kid, I was very tomboy-ish. I wore pink and I dressed girly, but that was just because my mom dressed me. All my friends were guys. I never really had friends that were girls, and I couldn't really relate to the girls my age, because they were all doing dance and gymnastics, and I was playing soccer my entire life. I played soccer since I was 3, and baseball and softball. I was always in those sports, and I was always very athletic, sportsy, wearing uniforms, never really caring how I looked growing up. And I know that's not that's a stereotype, but I feel like that should have been a little indicator. Other than that, I would look at these girls growing up, or my camp counselors. I never thought that it was, oh, I have a crush on them. I was just figured that's just how everyone felt. Everyone admired girls like that, but obviously I had a crush on these women these girls, and I just let it happen. I used to always slap my camp counselor's butt, and she was just like, Jamie, what the heck? And I was just like, I don't know. We used to go camping every weekend, always wearing the flannel. I just chose not to wear a lot of revealing clothes or dresses just because it didn't suit me. I have a very flat chest. I'm not it could be flatter, but my boobs never really became a thing. So I never could really look good in those type of clothes, and so I kind of just given up on it. So I was never very sexually aware as a kid. I haven't had my first kiss until I was 15. In 8th grade, I had a dream, and this girl, she came up to me, gave me a huge hug, and then looked at me in the face and kissed me. And I'm 13 at the time, never had my first kiss. I was dating a boy, thinking about having my first kiss, so maybe that's what it was. I remember I told one person, who happened to be my best friend at the time, Heather, and I was like, my dude, I don't know what this means. And I feel as weird as it sounds, I feel I should have told my friend Holly, because she came out to me as bi-curious. I couldn't even explain. We were 13, 14. I remember this conversation to a T. She was just like, Jamie, I just love loving people. I just love people. And she was like, it doesn't matter if they're a guy or a girl. I just have the same feelings. And I was just I feel at that moment it should have hit me, but it didn't, because I'm dumb. So yeah, I went to my friend Heather about it, and she pretty much said that that's fine, it's normal, that's not weird. She just made it seem like it was something so normal. So then again, I was just okay, and just put it in the back of my brain. I was just whatever, it happens, that's okay. And I just kept going about my day. Totally forgot that happened, by the way. A day or two after, that went out the window. So I kind of noticed I was flirting with this girl. I didn't even realize I was until I was. until she was flirting back, and I realized how much, like, I was putting into her and effort and trying to make sure she was okay. And I was, like, talking to my cousin Christian about it, and my cousin Christian also happens to be, like, a flaming homosexual. So I was comfortable talking to him about it, and I was like, I think I'm bi, like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And he really helped me figure myself out in that sense by labeling myself, which you don't even need to do now. Like, you definitely don't need to label yourself ever. I just felt like I needed to do that just so I could understand what was going on. I was thinking about coming out to my mom, and I was with my cousin, and we were eating dinner in my kitchen, and he brings up the topic, like, LGBT, Lady Gaga, probably something like that, I don't really remember. And my mom goes, like, I have no issue with, like, gay people, like, or lesbians, like, they're great, like, I have no problem with them, I know plenty of gay and lesbian people. But it's those bi people I don't understand. Like, I don't like that. I don't understand, like, why they like both. Like, that's not how it works. And I remember immediately, like, I thought I was going to come out that night, because she was like, when my mom was talking up about all these gay people, me and Christian were looking at each other like, yo, this is it. No, it wasn't it. It really wasn't. So she started saying all this, like, biphobic stuff, and I immediately just, nope, sorry, I'm not bringing this up today. And me and Christian were like, no, whatever. So I forget about it, and I was like, it, this is not even important anyway. June rolls around, probably, I'm able to walk now. Yeah, so like June, July. Yeah, like, I think it's mid-June, I'm dating this boy, and we've been talking online for like 2 months, which was super sketchy 6 years ago now that I think about it. We were on, like, my yearbook, and we met like that, and we lived 20 minutes away from each other, and being children, we couldn't drive, so it took us 2 months to talk and say, let's meet up, like, at a movie theater. So we met halfway with each other. So we met in April. We've been talking. It's June. I'm sitting this whole week freaking out. I've never had my first kiss. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna be terrible. He's gonna hate me, blah, blah, blah. Like, for some reason, I thought being a good kisser was, like, the biggest issue of my life. So I was freaking out all week, and I run to my best friend Molly, and I'm like, listen, this date's tomorrow, and we're hanging out, but it's gonna happen. And I was like, I'm not ready, like, I'm freaking out. Like, can you, like, teach me how to kiss? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know how this happens, how this works. And she's like, yeah, like, no problem. Like, that's so okay. Like, and I feel like in that moment, the alarm should have, like, went off, like, again with the whole, you're gay. No, it didn't. Next thing you know, we're making out, and she was giving me so many pointers, like, and I went on the date the next day, and the worst experience of my life. I didn't get to see 1 minute of Men in Black 3. His teeth were all in my mouth. I can't even think about it. It was so bad, and, it was so bad. 2 weeks later, I broke up with him. I started dating this girl, Molly, and I came out to my mom by having her drive me to her house, and we were sitting in the car, and I was like, this is the best time to, like, come out to my mother, because she can't jump out of the car, or, like, if something goes wrong, I can. So, yeah, I came out to my mom in a car. So I told my mom I was bisexual, and she completely turned it around and made it about her. She was like, what am I gonna do? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're bi. Like, I don't understand. Like, I gotta go talk to someone. I can't do this. I don't know. Like, how do you know? Are you still gonna marry a boy? Blah, blah, blah. Like, all this crap. And the first thing I said was, this isn't about you. Like, this isn't about you. This is about me. Like, if you want to talk to someone about how I am or being bisexual, like, talk to me. Like, I'll explain it to you in the best way I can. Like, I was so angry. And I was just like, okay, well, whatever, like, I'll marry a boy, it doesn't matter, like, I just really like this girl right now, whatever, I'll get over it. And then I got out of the car and left. After that, it wasn't really brought up again, it was just kind of known. Molly and I had a summer fling, until literally the end of August. Like, that ended, and I was kind of single until that December coming up. And I remember we were in my living room, like, laying, like, on the floor, just hanging out with our friends, and, like, I remember I had my arm around her, and my mom came home, or, like, came downstairs and completely flipped. Like, she kicked her out of my house, kicked my cousin out of my house, kicked me out of my house. More like, yeah, she did. Like, she was screaming, she was like, I'm not dealing with this in my house, blah, 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 like, get the out, like, I want all of you out. Like, that's not, like, respectful. Like, I literally put my arm around this girl. So she kicked us out, and, I remember the last thing I heard before I left was my brother and my sister yelling at my mom saying, like, she's happy, like, why can't you just let her be happy, blah, 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 like, you're being up. I don't really remember, like, what happened after that. My mom kind of just, like, lightened up. My mom ended up dating her dad, and now they're, like, low-key engaged, and my first girlfriend, who I absolutely, like, loathe at the moment, is my stepsister. One day I just came out as completely lesbian to my mom. I was like, Mom, I tried. I'm sorry. I'm just so gay. She was like, yeah, whatever. All that happened, and then I decided to tell my dad. And I was like, hey, Dad, I just decided I wanted to tell you after, like, a year now, if anyone didn't tell you, like, I'm so gay. I was just all about it. So about it. And I was just like, I'm gay. And he was just like, oh, well, that's cool. And I was like, oh yeah, alright. He's like, so you like the boobs? And I was like, I like the boobs. And he fist bumped me. My father fist bumped me for being gay and liking boobs. So yeah, that's my coming out story. I think I lost one friend due to me being gay. But I don't know if that was my fault or the fact that I was gay fault. It could have easily been my fault. I was such a little I have no idea what I'm doing. Please do give me more suggestions, ideas for what I should make. What kind of content do you guys want to see? I definitely do need more asks for my Q&A. I got like a handful, but I want to make it fun for you guys, so please just hit me up with some more of those questions. I will also link my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat? Yeah, why not? You could have that. Maybe. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you'll want to see more. I'm so sorry you wasted your time watching this entire video. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're great. You're all great. So, here's to a new social media. YouTube. I'm coming at ya. Alright, have a good one, guys.